Today we're going to be talking about mental health. This video is brought to you by the Associated Students of Rio Hondo College. I myself am a part of student government and I am one of your court justices. Table of contents, we will be talking about mental health, how to look after your mental health, the resources available at Rio Hondo College, crisis information, and just a quick ending message. Mental health is very, very important. A little bit of background, certain environmental stresses, genetic factors, biochemical imbalances, or a combination of these can definitely cause a reaction in getting, mental illness. Not just obviously one, but illnesses. Mental health includes emotional, psychological, and social well-being. So it affects the way that we think, the way that we feel, the way that we act. And it also determines how we handle stress, our relationship with others, and the choices that we make. So how to look after your mental health. One of the most important ways to look after your mental health is talking about your feelings. It is very, very useful in maintaining good mental health. These are a few others. So like eating well, being active, asking for help, taking a break. Of course, eating well includes drinking lots of water and making sure that you incorporate a healthy diet, because your body needs nutrients from the fruits and vegetables that are needed for the brain. So drink lots of water, eat a lot of healthy food. Keeping active, either it could be walks in the park, gardening, housework, whatever you need to do to keep active, do it. It is very, very important because being active helps your mood and it releases chemicals, which also make you feel very good. And being active is just gonna, boost your self-esteem, help you concentrate, and of course, like, we all need sleep, so it helps with sleeping. Drink sensibly, and I really mean that. Yes, drinking can temporarily make you feel good, but the withdrawals of drinking heavily is not very good for the body. You feel sluggish, you feel tired, you feel dehydrated, and it's just a temporary feeling. It's not going to help you. Of course, always ask for help. You take a break, breathe. Just make sure that you're doing fine. And at the end of the day, whatever you think is best for you, whether it is drawing, coloring, whatever you do that you enjoy doing, please do that. So these are the resources at Rio Hondo College. These psychological services are for every student that attend Rio Hondo College. This is paid through the health fee that you pay when you enroll for your classes every semester. I believe it's like $7. You can see a therapist, but due to the circumstances that we are in right now, they are virtual. However, you can call 562-908-3438 to make an appointment if needed. There is a limit of how many services you can get. I believe it's 5. Depending on how many sessions you need, the therapist will assess you and will most likely refer you if you need more than that. However, there are circumstances that may arise that need more immediate attention. If you are or have an urgent situation, you need to call the Student Health and Psychological Services, which the number is above, it's in bold, to be seen for a crisis appointment. Crisis counseling may be appropriate if you are having thoughts of harming yourself, having thoughts of harming someone else, experiencing traumatic event or loss, experiencing extreme anxiety or panic, having odd or intrusive thoughts. The office hours are right there in bold, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Thursday, Friday, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Again, I really do encourage you guys to use this resource that your school offers. It is very beneficial, so please use it. This is just the crisis text line. You can text that number right there, the 741-741. Text courage, and you will have a person texting you. These are other numbers. There's a teen line, the California Youth Crisis line. These are the numbers that will help you if you ever are in need and you cannot contact the school. So please take a screenshot of this. Perfect. In conclusion, this is a quote by Fred Rogers saying, anything that's human is mentionable, and anything that is mentionable can be more manageable. When we talk about our feelings, they become less overwhelming, less upsetting, and less scary. Fred Rogers. I encourage you guys to seek help if you guys do need it. It is okay to need it. And this is why there are resources on campus for all of us, because I'm sure it is not easy to access. Again, this video is to bring awareness that there are resources for you to utilize, and I really do hope that you do utilize this. So the next few videos will be about another 2 students that are in the student government, showing you what they do to feel better.
Today, I will be attempting to make this Lime Maria's Icebox cake, or better known as Carlota de Limon. It consists of only 4 ingredients, which are Maria's cookies, evaporated milk, condensed milk, and of course, lemons. The best part is that you don't even have to use your oven. You just set this dessert into the fridge and you can enjoy it in just a few hours. So this is my final result. Yes, I know it doesn't look delicious like the first few images, but it was actually really good.
She's really good.
Anyway, now for some self-evaluation. I would say next time to whisk the evaporated milk a bit longer until the milk is very foamy, because that's what gives the cake some fluff. I would also put less layers of cookies and more layers of cream, because it was a little too dry for me. So here's how I did it. First, we're going to be making the cream. So pour in the evaporated milk into a plastic container and begin to whisk until there's a foamy consistency. You can also use a blender, but my trick is to whisk. So you can incorporate some air into the mixture and have a glossier and saucier cream. The next step is to pour in your condensed milk and gently begin to mix. Now, you're going to cut up 5 to 6 lemons and begin to squeeze them into the mixture. Once you mix these 3 ingredients, you're going to see that the consistency is creamier. Now, grab another container or dish to begin assembling your cake. Next, you're going to pour just a little bit of that freshly made cream into the dish and give yourself a nice little layer. So now, you're going to take your Maria cookies and begin to layer them on top of the cream. Remember to give them a little mush when layering them. Next, you're going to put another layer of the cream and begin to spread around the cookies. Continue doing the patterned layer of the cookies and the cream until you get to the top of the dish, or until you run out of cookies or cream. Make sure you save some cream for the top and final layer of the cake. Once you pour in your final layer of the cake, you're going to keep this cake refrigerated for at least 2 hours. And we're done. Even though my dessert wasn't perfect, it was still really fun and easy to make. So I encourage all of you to try something new this quarantine.
Are you feeling drained and need an escape? Yeah? Alright, let's go. So I'm actually doing a color for homework and it actually helps me relax. I really enjoy painting. You see all my samples here. Let's go to our next step. So here are my samples. They're all cut up and here's the final result. So here's my color wheel. I'm actually very proud, very impressed with myself. So yes, this is my homework for positive psychology, but we're actually writing a list about things that we like about ourselves and a week of our blessings, and it's really made me positive about everything. Do you really want to know what keeps me positive? Animal friends. Definitely cut out all of the animal friends. So this is Kobe. He's actually my boyfriend's dog, and this is our relationship right now. He keeps me happy anyway. So definitely after a long day of studying and sometimes working, I just like to sit down and relax with some Netflix. I am loving this show. And then of course on some days you actually need more Netflix just because work and school and just everything going on in the world is, it gets tough. So don't feel bad about sitting back and relaxing a little bit. And when I'm not watching Netflix, I definitely have my head in a book. So speaking of books, one of my favorite things to do is actually go to Barnes & Noble. It just really helps me be at peace with myself. And look, this is the newest Harry Potter edition by Mina Lima. Gorgeous, look at these illustrations. So Diagon Alley is actually one of my most favorite things about Harry Potter. And if you're looking for some magic in your life, highly, highly, highly recommend watching a Harry Potter marathon with some like chocolate frogs. So another way I've been trying to kind of keep myself mentally healthy is just by pretty much living vicariously through others because my plans have gotten canceled. So this is me watching my favorite YouTuber at Disneyland Paris, and I actually had a trip planned for Paris, and we were supposed to visit Disneyland. So it makes me happy. I mean, it's still not the same, but it keeps me looking forward to doing things in the future, definitely. And speaking of the future, just always know that there is always a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.